Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. Guys, listen, college basketball is back. The season kicked off on Monday night, and Kentucky had a very impressive blowout victory over New Mexico State. And I think the spread was only like 18 or something like that, and Kentucky pretty much doubled that. They had a 40-point blowout at home, and yeah, I'm excited. We definitely we got to get healthy. There's probably no way we're gonna make a deep tournament run unless we get maybe two of our 7-footers back. We probably need all three of them to win, if we being honest. But so far, Kentucky's playing a little bit of small ball, and I like what I seen. Yes, I know it was just New Mexico State, but I was enthused about some different things. And yeah, we're gonna take a quick look at some of the highlights and see what we think. Last year I was going live after each game, and I'm still going to do that this season. But to be honest with you guys, I have to get up at 4 a.m. for work now. So sometimes when them late games are happening, I'm just struggling to stay awake to even watch the game. So when that happens, I'll probably just do a recap the next day, or maybe we might do a live stream the next day. But when they have some of the earlier games and like games on the weekend, we're going to definitely kick off the live stream after the game so we can all react and chat together and discuss our cats. But anyways, enough of me talking. Let's get into some of these highlights and see what we like about our cats so far. And I'm playing it a little bit slower to see if it'll keep it from flagging me, because every time when I use clips now, I'm getting flagged. So I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to avoid that. But yeah, so far, right off the bat, we got a couple of nice plays from Adou Thiero and Justin Edwards. Adou Thiero has kind of been Mr. Utility ever since he's gotten to Kentucky. He's pretty much played every position except, I don't know if he's played center much, but he's pretty much played power forward through point guard. Just kind of does whatever we need him to do. And in the beginning of the season, at least anyways, we probably going to have him playing strong underneath the basket. I think they said that now he's like 6'8", like 220 something pounds. So he's beefed up a lot, and he's definitely gotten himself a little bit ready to play down low, which is probably where we're going to need him. Him and Jordan Burks are going to have to help Trey Mitchell out, where Trey Mitchell is pretty much our only big man right now. So it was good to see Adou crashing the boards right there and got the nice little easy putback. And then we see Justin Edwards. The last couple of games, Justin kind of been in attack mode a little bit. It was kind of like I ain't going to say he was being a little passive at first, but it seemed like he woke up the second exhibition game, and he's starting to look for his shot a little bit more. And I think we're going to need a lot out of him. I think we're going to need him to be aggressive. And I definitely think if he gets going, he can be a extremely versatile scorer, because he seems like he can be that 3-level guy that he can take it to the rim, he can shoot the mid-range, and he should be able to hit the 3 at a decent clip. So definitely like what I'm seeing from him lately. But let's get back to it. Here's Justin again. One good thing about Kentucky so far is they really seem to, they play without making a whole lot of mistakes so far. Normally, if you watch John Calipari's teams early in the year, they make a ridiculous amount of mistakes. And I think it's just from where guys are used to being dominant in high school, and they don't know how to pick their spots as well. And it takes a little while to learn that when they get to the next level. But these guys seem to be doing it pretty good. Like I said, they've been making minimum mistakes. They're moving the ball around pretty good. They seem to they really don't have like a one set person that they look for a lot. The last couple of seasons, it's almost kind of been like the ball's been force fed to Oscar Tshiebwe, and everybody kind of plays off him. But this year, it kind of seems like they just move the ball around and it gets to who it gets to. And it seems like you're going to have a whole lot of guys. I think they had like 5 or 6 guys that had like 9+ points. And I think it's kind of going to be indicative of what you're going to see the whole season. It might be like 1, maybe 2 guys each game that go for some decent numbers. And then everybody else seems like they're going to pitch in, 6 and 8 here. And just everybody's going to contribute a little bit. And collectively, they're going to do damage as a team. But I loved, talk about Reed Sheppard for a second. I'm loving how Sheppard is playing so far. My light just went out, but we going to keep it going. I thought I had more juice in my batteries than that, but we're just going to keep it going. But yeah, I actually I liked what I'm seeing from Reed Sheppard. He seems to be playing really hard on defense, and that was one of the things that I was a little worried about at first, because I knew he could probably play decent on the offensive end, but Calipari is big on defensive effort. He doesn't like to play guys that get killed on defense. And I remember there's been several guys over the past few seasons where he's pretty much told them like, you're going to have to become a better defender. And so far I like that Reed Sheppard is getting after it on both ends of the court. And right there you see where he makes a good defensive effort and instantly turns it into some offense. And I think he's going to be one of those key guys that's just going to always pitch in a little bit here and there and play solid, and could be like a nice little anchor coming off the bench for us. And plus, Reed is going to surprise people because Reed is just like deceptively athletic. Like, he don't really look like an athlete, but he's decently athletic. Like, he gets up in the rim pretty good. And like I said, he plays really smart. Now, that shot by Antonio Reeves, he might have to clean that up a little bit once the competition gets a little bit stiffer. But I like that he's in attack mode going to the basket, because he's going to have to show teams, and, if he wants to go to the next level, he's going to have to show that he can do more than just spot up and shoot. So I do like seeing him take people off the dribble and show that he's got a little bit more versatility to his game. And it's going to help Kentucky because, like I said, the more that people are just moving the ball around, the more that you get guys that can make plays, they're going to open things up for other people. Right there, that play, Sheppard going to have to clean that one up. It wasn't the greatest of a pass, but he still made a play, got it to Mitchell. Mitchell took it to the rack. And I actually really like what Mitchell's brought to the team. Mitchell kind of just seems like that calm veteran that just kind of knows what to do. You can tell that he's played college basketball. He's actually a little bit older than I thought. I think he's 23 years old. So he's just, he's more mature than the rest of the guys. And like I said, he's just going to be able to bring a lot to this team. Like right there, we just watched him take somebody off the dribble. You can run the offense through him, and he can get it to other guys like he did right here, kicking it over to Rob Dillingham. He seems to be a pretty good passer, and he finds these guys open a lot. Drive to the hole, and he's going to be able to help them around the bucket, get some rebounds, especially when we get our bigs back. And then talking about Rob Dillingham, man. Rob Dillingham seemed to have struggled a little bit in the Global Jam. And then, I don't know if they had a talk with him or whatever the case may be, but he made the comments and said that, he was still enthused and he was looking forward to improving and getting better. And he really, he wasn't getting down on himself because he had a couple bad games, and he's responded really well. He's played well over the last several, exhibition games, and then last night he played pretty good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Rob Dillingham can do, because Rob Dillingham just kind of has that that scary, explosive type of vibe to him. Like I said, I feel like a couple times a year he gonna or a couple times this year, he's going to go for some real big numbers. Like, I feel like he could put a couple 30 balls up here and there. We'll see. But I really love Kentucky. See, right there, that's just Rob just having really good finishing ability. Calipari said that, there's a couple times each game where he goes back to his because Rob is known. They call him Rob with the shifts. He's known for being the dribbling machine or whatever the case may be. But Calipari said there's a couple times where he might be scratching his head looking at Rob doing some of that stuff that he used to do in high school. But he makes good plays like this. So Calipari's still trying to keep him confident, trying to make sure he plays his game, and just make sure he's smart about when he's making those type of moves and doesn't overdo it, make the game simpler for himself. And Sheppard, man, Sheppard just he just plays the game like he's already a veteran. You know what I mean? Seems like he's been there and done that for a little while. He just seems comfortable running the offense. Just seems to, most of the time, he makes the right decision. And like I said, that's one of the things that I'm impressed by the most with this team early on, is they just seem to be a lot more under control. Seem like guys are just kind of learning how to fill the lanes, just like you see Edwards right there, like just making smart decisions. Like he seen DJ turn the corner and he just floated right to the right spot, and DJ just hit him with a nice little pass, got him an easy dunk. But I think Kentucky is going to be a hell of a transition team, and if they can continue to play really good defense, high level aggressive defense, and get turnovers, I think they'll get a lot of easy transition buckets. And then like right there, you just got guys like DJ, Rob, Adu. They say they've been in the gym, they bulking up, getting stronger, and you can already tell that they are a little bit bigger and stronger and able to take a little bit more contact. And that was just a really nice shot by DJ. He looked real good on that one right there, a little step back. I know Cal probably ain't gonna want him taking too many of those, but like Cal said, man, these guys are so good and talented that you're gonna have to live with a couple of them a game. There's just gonna be a few times where they're just gonna do those type of plays, but then you're gonna get stuff like this. That's just textbook basketball. With like I said, Mitchell just has really good court vision. He sees, he kind of anticipates things really well. And if these guys is moving, he gets them the ball. Then like right there, that's another one of those type of shots. Like like I said, Cal's just gonna have to just he gonna have to live with some of this, because these boys are just gonna, these are some real playmakers. So they're gonna do some of these, some of these plays that Cal really isn't fond of. He gonna have to live with a few of those. And then we got Burke. Burke is kind of like a Dude Thero in a way. I know they don't really have the same type of game, but I really like that when they're on the court, they just when they on the court, they just always seem to really be hustling, just flying around, trying to get loose balls, play scrappy defense, always crashing the glass. And initially, I was afraid that Burks wasn't going to get to play that much, because we had all of these big men, so I kind of felt like he was going to be the odd man that got left out. But right now, in the beginning of the season, he is going to be having to give us some quality minutes. I'm not really sure what's going on with the big men. We keep hearing all these different reports. Calipari saying Bradshaw could be out, 2 to 4 weeks, if I heard correctly. Onyenso even longer than that. And Big Z still isn't officially cleared to my knowledge. So who knows when these guys are going to actually be on the floor. Hopefully at some point we'll have a full strength, healthy Kentucky squad, and we can really see what they can do. But right now, we really need Burks, Adu, and Mitchell to really be like strong presence around the basket on both ends of the court. I'm not really expecting them to do a lot of shot blocking, but if they can bother, a few shots each night, just enough to get some boards and get some fast breaks going, because I think if Kentucky can get a lot of defensive rebounds and get out and run, I think they can steal a lot of easy baskets. Because they just got a lot of guys that can handle the ball, a lot of guys that can get up the court fast, and they don't have to rely on like one man to bring the ball up. They don't have to wait for people to set up, so they can just get rebounds, make plays, and go. And I think they can get a lot of transition buckets. So we're going to really need those guys to really play big and hold it down until the 7-footers get back. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go on and wrap it up right there. You guys let me know what you thought about Kentucky's debut. And how do you feel about them so far? I know we've seen a couple of exhibition games against Georgetown, Kentucky State, and now New Mexico State. So just let me know what you think about it. And like I said, I'm going to get back to streaming. It was just too late for me the other night. Like I said, I have to get up early. But we're going to get as many of those in as we can. But I'll see you guys next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.